fill here, and I have a tiny, tiny, tiny little tool. That sounds bad. Don't take that the wrong way, please. What I'm doing today is I'm fixing up all of my stuff. Having a look around, I'm just checking out the dregs of my setup. Now, should I tell you or should I not tell you? The reason why I call this a new flex is because I've literally gotten another flex shaft for my Opal machine. Let's turn it on so you can get the general idea. Absolutely no noise. That's the amazingness that we've got here at the moment. I've also changed the blade around. It's a much smaller blade, but it's a much more useful blade because, well, what's the point in having a small blade if you can't, or a big blade if you can't actually use it properly? So all of this is here. Now, whilst we're waiting for people to show, I will start showing off some opals. First things first, dip them in the water. Okay. And then we place the opals over to here, and then we start looking at them. No? So here we go. This is one I will be looking at. It will be looking good. It seems to have a, how you say, opal. And this one here. Might have to look into it because I've been making sure there's opals which have got good opal in them. This one's only just got a little bit of opal just here. Just see it there. Barely. Let's turn the colour on. Colour enhance. Yeah, you can see a little bit. Whoop. Maybe not with my thumbs there. You can see a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Just a little bit. Check this guy out. Now, I'm discovering with you because, like, I can't remember. But worst comes to worst, what I usually do with opals like this is there's a skin here that I want to remove, but there's also a sand layer that I want to get rid of. So that's where I target as a general rule. Oh, look at that. Okay, I can see why I want this one. This has got a beautiful substrate on it, and I want it to just substrate away, I reckon. What a lovely little opal. Doesn't look like it's got colour. I'm just going to check on the colour checking device, which is a light. Hello, Osmar. How are you doing? Thank you. Show you some of the cool ones. I think this, yeah, this one's good. You can see there's some lovely opal just around in there. There. Let me just check and see if we can spot some. There's some better ones than this, so I'll actually move on to... Thank you. Yeah, there we go. Nice little bits of opal just going through. Now, this is what I call a cherry blossom pattern. You can see there's... Hello. Hello. It is a new blade. That is what I'm hoping to be cherry blossom pattern. You can see that kind of cracking that's infilled. That's what I'm hoping for. So there's a green spot on my camera, which is making me think there's green. Hang on. Hopefully that'll fix it. Sorry, I'm just moving the touch screen whilst I'm cleaning it, so that's a bit annoying. But hey, there we go. Better. Right. So that one had some nice attributes. Let's have a look at some of these other attributes, and we'll get into the opal cutting very soon. So we've got people here who want to see it. That should look better than... Let me have a look. No, it looks pretty crap, actually. We'll move on to something else. Yeah, this one's got a little bit. We're not going to do this one because it's just got a little bit on there. Well, let's just see what's on the end of it. I'll turn the wood on. But I think it's going to have nothing, I reckon. This is the bit where you work water. So, water on. As I was saying, water on. You can see that water just... Come on, you can do it. Oh, come on. After all this time, you still do this to me. Come on, you can do it. I'm just getting it started using the peristaltic pump. I'd show you, except YouTube would ban me. I'm just twisting it so it opens up correctly. Yeah. You're very... Hello, how you doing, Adele? Sorry, it suddenly occurred to me. Hang on. Adele's here. Yay! It's just a case of holding this upright and then... Yep. Come on, you can do it. Always when I start the system again, I've replaced the blade. I've even replaced the whole flex tube. Just don't ask what I'm doing here. Hello there, Marley. How you doing? Is that going to work now? I think it's just a case of positioning things. You have to be patient with me whilst I just make sure I'm getting everything right. Yeah, it's that bend there, that loop there is probably causing the issue. Just kind of bend it up and down, and then yeah, everything's straight. Make sure there's a minimum friction there. It's that loop there that's probably the issue. Right, sorry about that. Neil. Is it going to go? 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 Go, 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 go. Just these little bubbles sitting there going, boop. Moving over so slowly. Come on. I'll zoom out so you can see what I can see. It's just up there. It's like watching paint dry. Bing! There we go. Yay! It's just slowly dripping. I'm hoping that it's actually going to start speeding up at some stage. Bing! Come on, you can do it. Welcome to the Watching Paint Dry channel. I think we're getting there. It's starting to speed up. Starting to speed up. In case you're just joining in, we don't actually do water torture here as a general rule. What's going on is I'm trying to get this thing restarted after having done a major change. It's great, isn't it? Do you have kidney problems? Well, have we got the answer for you? Oh dear. Okay, this is an Opal channel, not a kidney stone channel. I'm just going to move it over because I think we're getting ready to go. You can see that the water's speeding up a bit. Zooming in. We don't have to worry too much about the medications that my opals are taking. Let's go. Listen to that non-noise. Isn't that amazing? Just a test opal to make sure everything's okay. Everything's more than okay. You can actually hear it quite easily. The only problem is, of course, I need to get that flow rate going a bit better. How's that? Oh yeah, we can get this going. Come on. Come on. Reduce the friction. We can do it. No, you're not. Come on, you can do this. So I'm just... There we go. How's that going? Is that better? I think so. Finally, there it is. Excellent. Right, let's do actual opal cutting rather than watching water drip. The carve through this one. Ladders of Steel. That sounds like a great movie. Ladders of Steel. We've got things going and off to bed she goes. Alright, have a good one, Adele. I hope you had a good day today. Might be a wise choice, actually. Just go and check to see if this isn't any good before I do anything major here, but I think... Yeah. Yeah, don't like the old migraines. They're not happy. Not happy events. Not happy at all, as a matter of fact. Can't remember if I ordered a new blade or not. I think I'll go onto eBay and order one because these ones, I like them, but they're tiny. Oh, tell me about it. I do a bit differently. I do get bleach burn from time to time. But when I'm doing all that gold stuff, oh, all sorts of chemicals. Thank you. Welcome to the channel, Steve. Where's that coming from? Okay, first tip to the evening. Let's see where that is actually coming from. Okay, I can see that. It's actually spinning here. So, by the way, new system, and hopefully it'll work just like a charm. No, it won't. Obviously not. Pull it out a little bit. And then, yeah, there's the issue. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just quickly tighten her up again. So what's happened is that this, I'll zoom out a bit. So this part here is what holds onto the opal. No, the blade. I'm doing really well. That holds onto the blade, but it's not holding onto the blade properly. So it therefore starts to slip. And that's the problem. Okay, there's also an issue of it. Alright, so I'm just going to undo it and then redo it up, because come on, we can do this. Good. Good. Teething troubles are to be expected. It's just amazing how many teeth these things have. The teething trouble that I'm experiencing at the moment is the new system. What's happening, I'll point it out to you. Instead of poking something in here, you actually pull this back, and it's less compatible with what I used to be doing. It's less compatible with my workflow, what I used to do. So I'm just trying to work out how to do this properly. Okay, I'm just going to undo this. Gotcha. Right. There we go. Hard on the old hands. New systems always got new tensions that you have to resolve. Okay. I wasn't doing anything, so I was getting tired for no good reason. There we go, hopefully. Oh. I'm going to move this out of the way just a little bit, and I'll zoom it out so you can see what's going on. That's only fair. I'll fix that up in a second. Just got to get this open. There we go, got it. So here's the issue that I was watching. That should not happen. So I'll just get it all tightened up. Got another spanner here, so I'm just going to use it instead of the house spanner, because the house spanner is a little bit PHUQ'd, as they say. We be the cutters, we be. Yeah, well, I be the fixer of dodgy equipment, I be. The story is that I decided to change the flex shaft. Seemed like a good idea at the time. What I basically did was I put myself in for a bruising. Let's see. Does this turn anymore? No, it does not turn. Excellent. But I was damaging the flex shaft, so I couldn't keep going like that. So just pull this out. Hopefully it's, well, I used to have this on a turntable, and I thought, no, don't need a turntable here. Well, guess what? Do now. Right. We'll get this flow going here. There we go. My father's an endoscopic surgeon and my uncle was a gyno. It means I should know how to do these things through very small openings, but you know, it doesn't work out that way. All right. Just making sure that will work, because if I turn this on and it's not working, I'm not going to be happy. Yep, I think that's good. Zoom in. I think we damaged the blade whilst we were doing that. That's not good. But, you know, horses and courses, as they say. Here we go. Pop that there. And let's see where this is going. Perfect. Right. Only trouble is, where did I put the opal? It wasn't looking like it was going anywhere anyway, so we'll just grab another one. I think I put it in there, but it doesn't matter too much. I'll find it. I'll also do this one as well. All right, let's go. Much better. Mexican jumping opals aren't quite as fun now that I've reversed the direction. If you're the Steve, I think you are. I think I subscribed to you when I tried to watch one of your live streams when you weren't live on the stream. Until I get this exactly right, it's also going to be a nail trimming channel. For a short term, when you're looking at the thumbnails, you'll know what's happened. See what I did there? Now, quick look. Right, so what I'm seeing Wow, 29.6. Excellent. Come on. That'll polish up nicely. Let's see what this one will do. Okay, just a brief pause. Just noticed that things were starting to get a bit out of hand there. Yep. That was right to check it. Bring it out, pull it back, push it in. Bring it out, pull it back, push it in. This is a perfectly innocuous thing that I'm doing, just so that you know, even though it's uninnocuous. Alright, here we go. Pull it back, tighten it. Dang it. Bring that out, pull it back, tighten it. Come on, bring it, pull it back, tighten it. Here we go. Come on. We'll work out a way to properly maintain this thing eventually, because it's a bit of a nuisance. Got it. Right. There we go. Tightened. Finally. Yeah. That's exhausting to do. To get into the line of the... Here we go. Live stream for more than one reason, isn't it? Alright, here we go. On again. Ongoing theme of I put the opal down to fix it up. Don't know where I put the darn thing. Oh, I found the other one. That's about right. Okay. I found a lot of them. Excellent. Here we go. Now you might be observing that the blade is pretty small, and you would be right. It is a small blade. That doesn't mean that it's ineffective. do better. There's some things that definitely cannot do better. But what's annoying me is that blade's come loose again. I'm going to have to get to the Loctite or something. See how far we go with this before I have to tighten it. Disappointment. Okay, so I'm just going to go looking through these. There should be one or two that are really good. So sick of going through the junk. See that one? That's that one. Yep. That's that one. Okay, so tiny little one here, but hopefully full of goodies. There we go. Whee! not used to holding it this way with such a little opal, so hopefully it's not going to come to tragedy, but there is a chance. So if you're here for the tragedies, you may get one. Yay! Right. Didn't work out. Let's give this one a bell. Hopefully that one will be good. Nice and big. Probably should put the old boiler plate on the top. None of these opals are guaranteed. There's just a chance they'll do okay. Sometimes you get several in a row that are good. Sometimes you get the opposite. Several in a row that are bad. Can't help the run of luck, I'm afraid. This is just to make up for the fact that I've got such a tiny blade at the moment. I'll make sure of my ordering to make sure I've got another blade ready to go. Maybe not Monday, because these things take an awful long time to arrive. I think that's the problem. Might visit a hardware store or two. Pick up a few accoutrements. Just going to wash it down because there might be a few issues I have to solve. Okay, fascinating opal. Let's try and let's try and solve some issues. Now before you say anything, I'm going for a different look here, so I don't know how it's going to turn out. As a matter of fact, I already know I'm not going to do that bit. Not shiny enough, so I can't do that bit. So I've got a few bits, so we're going to have to start thinking pretty seriously about what to keep and what to not keep. As you can see, there is slight contention. What I can do is I can cut it right along here. Yeah, that's the best idea. bifurcate the sand in the middle like I just did, you've got a chance of getting out of this situation alright. That piece worked out. Glad that was getting a bit of noise. This is a new one, same colour though. Well, potentially anyway, just having a look under my light. Come to think of it, just get the sand layer off. Nah, not worth it. I'm sorry about the close-ups here because they're obviously a bit garbage. Rescue. Let's go and get this. Nice. See if this helps. meticulously clean or else I get in trouble. Sorry about this, guys. There we go. Now, if I remember correctly, there is just the tiniest colour band in this one. I didn't even bother to show it to you. Hopefully, that colour band will come to something. If not, well, it'll come to nothing. But I'm hoping for the former rather than the latter. Man, I'd make a great commentator, wouldn't I? Yes, the former rather than the latter is the option that we're after. Oh, excellent. The ball has gone a metre. That's 3 feet in American money. That was a bit of a dud too, that's annoying. I'll try and give this one a bit of a go. Now this one is a dud according to the guy who sold me the opals, so I'm going to see if I can do something about this. That's no good. What happened there? Okay, I would say that there's a spring-loaded thingy-bob that I didn't know about. That spring-loaded thingy-bob did the spring-loaded thingy-thing. And the thing, there's still smoke coming off it. Right. So let's try. Does that mean that I've been... I bet you have been. There's probably a simpler way to do this. Anyway, let me just try and get this cover back on. There's a little instruction on here. Yep, go down and it's fine. Go up into the edge and you're probably in trouble. Let me just try and slide it and move it. Oh, come on. Why would you do that? Okay. So, yeah. But how does it work? I think what's happened is it went straight up into there and now it's no longer working. Hang on. Yeah, you can get it in there. Good. So what you can do is, I reckon you can probably just twist it or something. That's no good. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the flex tool off the shaft a second and just have a look and see what the mechanism looks like, because I think that's probably going to help enlighten us as to how to fix it. I think I've damaged the sheath, so we'll have a look in a minute, see what we can solve it. What I would suggest is that this device is a lot more brittle than its predecessor. What I could probably do is just get that thing going again. That'll be annoying, but it can do it. There we go. Right, so how does this mechanism work? Let's see. And I'll flip it around so we can have a look. Ooh. So there's a spring in here. There's a, looks like a magician's trick, doesn't it? Okay, so what does it say? Okay, so there is a mechanism. Let's just see if we can work that out. Just move this over here for a second. Flip around. Ah, there it is. Okay, cool. I don't think it's broken. Let's flip around and you see. Simple screw mechanism. Right there. So I reckon we just get that sorted out. She's right as rain. Doesn't seem to want to play ball though. Let's see if we can get some of the threading off. Okay. Might have threaded a bit. I don't think there's anything Superglue can't solve. Well, that's weird. Just trying to make sure that is it that it's supposed to, nah. Is that piece supposed to stay on or not? Let's just try and work out what's supposed to happen here. That bit goes on there, obviously. That bit's got, it doesn't go that way, it goes this way. Oh, sorry, you're not even seeing. Right. Something to do with this thread, I reckon. Or maybe it's, oh, opposite threads. Honestly, it's always something. Right. So let's just work out this mechanism whilst we're here. No, I don't think there's anything to do with that. Right. Okay. Haven't broken it. Yay! Now, where's the little doobie that I had in there? Yes, I called it a doobie. What a wonderful word. Where have I put it? Doobie has been... Just making sure that it's not... Okay, I'm just going to tighten it up again whilst we're here. What are we up to? We're up to 57.26. We'll have another 10 minutes of this anyway. So that will be okay. It's not an Opal session with me unless something goes wrong, so I feel quite at home here trying to fix up various things. I'm now over-tightening the... oh my goodness. Alright, let's have a look. Don't like these washers. Yeah, I thought so. So one of the washers has also gone PHUQ'd, I think is the polite way of putting it. So that means it's very difficult to keep this thing on the straight and narrow, so to speak. Alright, so nearly got this thing all tightened up. Once it's all tightened up, you're all tightened up, you're all tightened up, It's just, okay. Well, I do have a backup plan. It's not as good, but it is a backup plan. Hence the term backup plan. Backup plan, where are you? Put my backup plan here somewhere. Come here, backup plan. I was going so well without it, so I didn't bother with my backup plan. Oh, there it is. Let's see how we go with it. I'll get this working better for you tomorrow. Or later today, because it's quite late. There we go. One of the older blades, but it checks out. Come on. There. Always with the new thing, there's a little bit of trouble, a little bit of friction, and I welcome it, to be honest. Helps you to know you're alive. Tries to tell stream channel to use positive about things. Hopes it works. Okay, here we go. Move that over. Move that over. Move that more over. Move that more over there. There we go. it out. When lose a draw, we'll finish up with this Opal. We'll go have a look at the birds. So I have a feeling this Opal will be a win. whoa. Didn't spot that. And I'll just turn it down a bit so that we don't have traffic disturbance. Chances to the local this way. Okay. Better than nothing, but not the greatest stain ever. Alright, so let's go have a chat with the birdies. See how they're liking things. Flip things around. Oh, as per usual, I'm absolutely stuffed. And that was a pretty hard session. In case you didn't realise, I just changed some equipment over and I was just essentially pressure testing it. And it almost worked. Here we go. Just pop this off here. Yoink. Take it off because it is so freaking soaked. Not funny. Sketchy good? Here we go. Alright, we'll just wait for Max to emerge. Happy little bird. Max is content to stay in the cage, I think. He might not be... Oh well, it doesn't matter. What do you think, Leaky? You okay? Fluffing up like a little thing. You can tell we're both tired. No, you're getting to sleep, are you? There you go. Cute little things. You're ready to come out now, are you, Max? You just gotten the courage, have you? Okay. Like and subscribe! 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 Did you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? I can't believe it. I think that the pony has just spoken. Did you just spoken? Did you just spoken? Oh, that's Loki on me. Ah. Chaos. Ah. Well, I tell you what. I swear on Ozzy Osbourne's grave that it wasn't me speaking. That it was Pony. And so therefore, you must like and subscribe. It is mandatory. It is the law of the jungle. It is other things that are quite manipulative. Oh, you don't want to know what Pony just did. So that is the evening's entertainment, as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, hey Max, scratchy poo. Hang on. Scratchy poo. There you go. Good little birdie. We'll just stay around here and we'll just finish off making sure that Max has got some nice pin feathers gone. He's very close to actually getting onto my arm at the moment, which is kind of cool. We suspect he's a wild bird. We don't trust the person we bought him from. In the end, it was just a rescue operation, so decided to go for it. But trustworthy. There we go. He's happy here, which is fair enough, I think. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to debrief with Max and talk to him about how he's been acting and conducting himself, how he can do better, do his lines better, I think. So at the moment, he misses his cue all the time, quite frankly. Like Pony's just spot on. They should all be paying attention to Pony. Anywho, that's Loki, that's me, that's Max, that's Pony, wherever she is. And that's the show. Have a lovely evening, ladies and gentlemen. The doctor fell out. Push the button and it goes. There we go.